see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. To see all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Hey, this is Jason Rouse, and welcome to the Safe Word Podcast. I'm here in Hamilton, Ontario, on a sunny, the sun's going down on a Thursday. Is it Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
It's Thursday. But no, more importantly, who gives a shit? Like, honestly, take your watches, take your calendars, take your phones and just throw them out and start walking towards the forest, because that's the only place in the planet you're not going to have to give a blowjob for gasoline, because those days are coming hard. So grease up your holes, ladies and gentlemen, because someone's going to end up fucking for a bottle of water before we hit 2021. And how's your cat, Patrick?
I don't have a cat.
Sorry, just getting us into the mood that we need. Hey, my guest here, Patrick Coppolino. Coppolino,
yeah.
Yeah, Coppolino. We're in Hamilton. I got a fast pace, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. Yeah, because you just lost weight.
Yeah.
Sorry, you quit. See, that's the Hamilton. If you quit drinking for 3 months, everyone thinks you're in the Olympics.
Yeah,
they're like,
everyone lately is
oh,
like,
you think you're
working
better
out?"
than us?
Like, no, I probably eat more than I did before.
Yeah, yeah. How many kids have you seen with those gin blossoms?
What are those?
Do you know what gin blossom
No.
is? You know those piss tanks and their noses turn into strawberries on the end?
Oh, yeah.
Right, how can you have nicotine stains up to your elbows and a gin blossom and you're delivering newspapers? Like, this is the kind of, this city, honestly, like, look, you live here, you've been on a bunch of airplanes, you've gone to some exotic locations. When you come back, and when I say come back, you don't live far from the city center, so you're not like, you walk 2 blocks towards downtown from where you live, you're going to run into something.
Yeah, well, even like when we were just leaving your place, like the sweetest looking old lady is coming in with her 2 dogs and her bags. Mm-hmm. She looks like, is it working?
Yep.
She looks like, anyone's nice old grandmother.
I didn't fall for it.
No, I know, so I held the door before.
I pushed that lady out of the
Bitch.
way. Yeah, I pushed her out of the way.
That's Hamilton. Even the old ladies are mean.
Cunt. What a cunt. And you know what? The only reason that people even look at that fucking bitch is because she's got those 2 fucking string rats that she drags around the fucking apartment that piss and shit on the fucking carpets, and then somebody's got to get out there with a fucking brush and scrub out those fucking... I love International Dog Day yesterday. You're a dog guy.
Yeah, we have 2 dogs.
You got 2 dogs.
Yeah.
See, your respect as a human being goes up. You get a good solid point from me as a person, as a dog owner. And if I see you treat your dog nicely, and you do.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Why are you giggling? And you got spit in the corner of your mouth when you're telling me about your dog. Yeah, you're like, a little bit of cake batter just rolled to the corner of your mouth, and you're like, do I? That only means I'm really excited. Now, you wouldn't bang your dog. Who bangs your dog?
I don't know. Some people do, though.
Look at you get a... I'm not even going to get into this. Anyway, I'll be in Denmark in April.
Speaking of
banging dogs. Yeah. I told you I went to that sex club in Denmark on a date with my manager and end up just walking around just like a confused parent at their kid's school. Like, what do you guys do in this room?
Yeah.
Like, every time, and the worst part is the rooms were interchangeable, so it was like a kind of like a, we'll call it like a community workspace where they do live events. But these were little Jack theaters, and they put a photocopy of like an animal or like sexual symbols and stuff, but it was all like photocopied nonsense. So you look at the animal or the animal. I found out animal means that they fuck the animals.
Oh,
I thought it was like
That's what that root
a heavy
is for.
petting zoo or something. You know, might see a girl with a blown out beaver where it's like as deep as your beard. Oh. I thought that was the guy from the morning news. Yeah, I know. I'm not even supposed to be out during the... Oh, I'm hearing my outs and abouts, and so did everybody else listening. I'm deep in Canada. We're on Main and Lock Street, walking down Lock Street. I used to live here. You know, I used to live just down... Aberdeen and Dundurn. But it has a similar... Yeah. The first day, I threw about 60 beer bottles out the window onto the road from the window of our apartment.
nice.
And then Vince stole the VCR while the guy slept on the couch. He unscrewed it and climbed back out the window with the VCR. He goes, "You're not going to believe. The guy was sleeping the whole time." Anyway. Yeah, no, I had some adventures in this part of the city. But where are you living now? Don't give out your specific...
Yeah.
Are you still over
I'm
by
not-
Adley Hoodless?
No, I'm on Aberdeen. I'm near here.
You're right near here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. This is a cool area, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
You don't get a lot of the foot scum like the other part of the city. It's nice. And time to get down to Westdale, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Even
That highway cut.
even during all this on Saturdays, they've been closing down Lock Street, doing like a little street fest, the whole street's licensed and stuff.
What
But you
days
get
of the
like just on Saturdays.
Are you telling me there's bake sales out here? I
All
licked
the restaurants.
cocaine off a hooker's asshole last night, and you're giving me your new zucchini bread recipe.
Yeah. But the people the people that come out to this, you get like nice families and couples and stuff coming up. But then you go to
and
like
because you're a parent. You're a parent. You should be around nice people. You
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, I know.
You need that.
That's why I
You've
like
been
to
around
stay
the bend now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had your midlife crisis like when you were 29.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
Like you got it out of the way. But you know what? It's good that you look, I might be biased, but I think the best thing that you ever did in your life was come on the road with me.
I was 29 last year, by the way.
Were you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
You're 29?
I'm 30 now.
That's right, because it was a decade ago.
Yeah,
So
I was 20. It was turning 21 on the Monsters tour.
I moved to LA. I was very disappointed, I'll say, in what the comedy scene was like. Coming from London, England, I was really spoiled. And then the time we got up to the fucking like, what? You got to pay to go on? Wait, there's 6 people in this. Don't turn off the TV. It was just a onslaught of like the worst things to do in that environment.
Yeah.
And then some prized spots in and around the city at some of the prestigious clubs.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough, my buddies Red Band and Sam,
Yeah.
Sam Tripoli and Brian Redband did all the legendary shows.
Jay Davis.
Jay Davis never really worked. He was, for a long time factory.
Didn't he run big shows?
He did, but it was always the factory. See, Earl Skakel had them down. He goes, what did he say? The Comedy Store is like Van Halen, I think I can't remember the bands he used, and the Laugh Factory was Poison.
Yeah.
The glam rock hair bands, they wanted big star, a lot of flash, controversy. It was, for a place that there was nowhere to do blow in it, it really looked like the whole place was built. It looked like old Comedy Now set.
Yeah, it does. Actually.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
All that yellow, because everyone loves big, bright yellow walls. I did a show at a fucking funeral.
At a funeral?
With Sam Walker. Yeah. I got a corporate gig in...
Comics funeral?
No, a fan who apparently partied too hard and died.
Oh.
So his buddies did the right thing and brought me and Sam Walker in to talk.
Roast him?
Roast him. I had him on my shoulders like Weekend at Bernie's. The kids were laughing. I fell down the stairs. I didn't even drink. But this guy was heavy and his guts were liquefied and they were draining out of his anus down my back into my Crocs. because I don't like to ruin a good pair of shoes at a corporate gig, so I wear Crocs. So all the baby gravy runs down the back of the leg into a fucking... You know what? Why did I want to spit in that girl's car window? You know why? Because I'm in Hamilton. It's like that lady at the door. It's you're inherently... Ow. You're inherently... Is that a
Did you say ow when you farted?
Yeah. I got a bottle of Scotch Bonnet that I think I'm drinking the wrong way. You do hot stuff.
Hot foods?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like hot foods.
You like hot foods, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean like ghost peppers and shit like that. Things that make you sweat and throw up.
I don't enjoy it, no. But I have.
Yeah, it's kind of like the way you are with a stranger's asshole. I don't enjoy it, but I have.
Sometimes you get dared to do it.
Dare you do it at your son's birthday party by some transient who stumbled in the lick his hole. Now I have to. So you're like, someone hold this burrito and throw me the Scotch Bonnet.
My stomach's gonna hate this tomorrow.
Yeah. And then the guy goes, hold on a second, and pulls a rape whistle out of his asshole and goes, now it's ready for some dick. Smoke that hole. Smoke that hole. The kids are throwing birthday cake at you. You're like, get up. The old guy bends to his knees, lets out a fucking whiskey fart that takes all the finish off the brass in the house. Okay? Spreads his cheeks. And Boomer's asshole.
Yeah.
Think of that, but someone rubbed rice into it. Pinworms. Riddled. It looks like a bait shop with a heartbeat. And you've got to kiss it. The kids are, smoke that hole. Smoke that hole. Smoke that hole. You get another piece of cake in the face. And you go, shh. Ah!
They're throwing the cake before they blow the candles out.
Yeah. Well, you set the place off, right? These kids think they're going to have some good... Look, those kids have eaten birthday cake, but have they ever seen an adult lick a drifter's asshole at a kid's party? Is like, that's when you go, hey, what did you kids do this summer? My old man got hammered on Grey Goose and licked a hobo shit ring on his son's birthday.
So you're saying the corporate gig?
Yeah. So I'm at a corporate gig. At a funeral, it was great. I'm going to go back. That's a weird-looking cherub, right? It looks like a midget one, right? The head is big. That's not a normal cherub head. And I've never seen them with that's a Hamilton cherub. It's actually smoking and one of the wings are missing in a pawn shop. So I haven't been back here in, I don't know, literally a year. Around, I think this month is usually my regular return to Ontario. Does the city get all anxious and nervous? They go,
you're coming back.
Yeah, they come back. It's like Dracula.
Yeah. That's why all the bars close at 11 now.
Yeah, they just see me. It's terrible. But have you ventured outside of the city at all and been to, Toronto's just full?
I went to Toronto, maybe once during all this.
Yeah. How long ago? A month ago?
Yeah, about that.
So you saw it was packed. People were walking.
Yeah. There's
nobody out here.
Nobody was wearing masks or
There's
anything.
nobody out here. This city, I know, like you said, you don't come downtown. There's really no reason. And most of the foot traffic down there is just dollar store shit and drug addicts. And
Yeah.
describe downtown Hamilton. First of all, at night on the hill, it looks great.
Yeah.
Now walk into it.
Yeah, it's totally different.
It's Thunderdome.
Yeah. I used to feel like, you could walk down, even just down King Street between, Queen and Victoria and feel fine. But now it's there's always a weird vibe going on.
Yeah.
I'm always looking over my shoulder if I have to walk downtown.
Yeah,
I'm getting more paranoid.
You develop a sensitivity to chaos.
Yeah.
because I'll be traveling and I carry that antenna with me everywhere I go. And I've been in countless places where I'm like, hey, tell your girlfriend and her friend, just move to the left. Just step to the left. Trust me. Sure enough, chair across some guy's face. Holy shit, how did you know? I'm like, I know the personality type.
Yeah.
I grew up with them. I can see these guys here. I know what they carry. And they're just bad drunks in most cases. But some people get fucked up, man, especially now, you know, with all these next level. But first of all, most people in the martial arts backgrounds are not hotheads. They know about what consequences. How many times have you seen somebody's head hit the concrete? Man?
Oh, God. It was in Hess Village?
Yeah. Well, you saw it 4 nights ago.
Where?
In Hess Village, in that parking lot.
Oh,
that kid guy almost kicked to death.
No. Was that in the news?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Honestly, probably 15 to 20 police cars
Holy
on
shit.
that corner. This kid got 21, blah, 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 drunk, walking through that back parking lot, that front parking lot, King and Hess. Lips off. They're like, what? No one sees that corner. It's a blackout.
Yeah.
You don't exist. That is one of the best places to die.
Queen and Main, basically? That big parking lot?
Yeah. Oh, that terrible idea.
Yeah.
That's another level. You can't. At least in that parking lot at King and Hess, people are going to hear you scream.
Yeah.
Over the one where you're talking about, which is flat as piss on a plate. No one's going to go, no. Oh, that guy's dead. Yeah, you're totally fucked.
That's crazy.
Totally fucked. Oh, they booted him bad. I spent a week avoiding the article, and then I finally Googled it. Intensive care, head trauma. They were jumping on his face.
Jesus.
Yeah, isn't that how you got, your glasses don't fit right now?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I did. I got sucked into I don't know who that is.
It's my son.
There was one night I was walking
I try to
through.
dress incognito, like I'm covered. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty much wearing a burqa, and I still got people honking. And Jason, that was nice to see. I just said a whisker biscuit. Sorry to interrupt. I'll bring it back to that. But these people recognizing me in the city, but I don't know why. I'm completely covered. So much so that when we were walking over by Cops Coliseum, can I have one of those? Yeah. Walking by Cops Coliseum, this guy comes out. Just looks like a drowned rat with one tooth. Classic Tiger Cats jersey. Jason, right? And I'm like, I do a hard stride, right, to walk past the guy. I'm trying not to engage in him. I really don't. I don't want to do a selfie with Mr. Ringworm. But then he goes, "It's Jamie. I'm your brother's friend." Okay, my brother's standing next to, but my brother got fat, so he didn't recognize him. And I go, "This guy?" And the junkie looks at my brother and goes, "Andrew?" Like disappointed, like, how could you let yourself go? I've been, and I went, bah! And that's why we don't talk.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it was so great. I don't know. That's funny.
Yeah.
But what are you doing? Did you see the trailer for my movie?
I did, actually. That looks awesome.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to see it
Is that in LA?
next Thursday.
That's cool. Is it?
It's playing in Toronto.
Yeah.
But because of this viral thing, clearly there's no Toronto Film Festival, which you can see. Look, it looks solid.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It looks decent.
It's like did you ever see Scott Pilgrim?
No, but who would not go see that with their chick?
Yeah.
And not come out going, oh, fuck, I'm dying. Like, that was tough. It's not Titanic.
Yeah.
It's not Titanic. Chicks with chainsaw hands.
Yeah, it looks
fucking
awesome.
shit up with flamethrowers. I
Cool.
kill all these bitches, but you'll see. The hardest thing I've ever done in my life, by the way. Thank you, Andrew Hunt, for taking a chance. I'm accepting an Oscar right now.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous because it's like, I picked stand-up comedy second to music just because I had more control over the comedy aspect of it. With a band and all the other factors that are involved to make that thing work, How would totally. I saw a lot of my friends' bands, great bands, break up and reform in different kind of forms and stuff. And I really wanted something that was like more of a relationship between me and the audience.
Yeah.
As stripped down as possible, no props. I was trying to bring stuff occasionally, different things like that.
I always thought that too. I couldn't imagine trying to organize like 4 other guys to gotta have all their own shit and one of
Look,
them.
Monsters of Comedy.
Yeah.
That was the closest thing. That was Van Halen. Because remember, Sam would make the Van Halen references. It stuck with me. He goes, you know what? Van Halen used to play to 30 people. Give us the drill sergeant speech.
When 9 people showed up.
Yeah, 9. We took a bath.
It's okay, Van Halen did this.
We did this legendary tour 10 years ago with Ari Shafir, Sam Tripoli, Chris Neff, Patrick Coppolino, 20 years old. 19?
I was 20, turning 21.
Yeah,
So I couldn't drink in the States, but Ari had his Maryland ID, so he let me use his ID. So he used his LA one, and somehow at 20 years old, I was in such rough shape, I passed for a 35-year-old Jewish man.
I know.
They looked at it, and they're like, okay.
Yeah. No, you were... Hey, by the end of it, we were all in rough shape. Like, people were questioning a lot of things about themselves. But that's what I really... I know I was pretty quiet most of the part, outside of the bathtub dumps.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't... You know how much traveling I've done in my life.
Yeah.
That a cross-America drive over a month is really not...
Yeah, you could tell you were the most used to it. Like Ari, even at the beginning, Ari he got out of the car
now
and
look
started
at
walking.
him. He's a different man now.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on a loop. Is
I'm
Ari
sure he's happy we forced him to do the rest of the trip.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, that was about as Stand By Me as I could get. Like, look, we did an impossible feat.
Yeah.
Really, no one's done anything like that.
And then it was crammed enough already, but then remember...
Probably stop.
Just like up there.
All right, that was our commercial break from our absent sponsor.
Yeah, I remember Will Clifton, Will C.
Yeah.
He was only supposed to do the LA shows and sell merch, and then we decided to bring him with us, so now there's...
You know why
even
we
more.
brought him with us? Because we knew that you couldn't take the beating alone. You weren't wired. You were too young, and Will was a failed Navy vet. Or whatever fucking operation.
How many Denny's did he cry at telling us stories of the women and children he killed by accident?
Yeah.
He would tell us these crazy stories about how he had to murder people, and then
and then start
you're
crying.
all laughing.
Yeah.
He's crying.
Well, and
then he was like, I used to be fat, and you're like, used to be.
Yeah. And then we lied. No, that was not a place to bear grievances.
Yeah.
There was nothing. Let's walk back this way. This is a nice street, though, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever, as long as you've lived in the city of Hamilton, you have no friends here?
What do you mean, in this neighborhood?
No, I mean in life. No. Yeah, this neighborhood.
I'm the only one of my friends I live on this street.
You live on this street?
Yeah, this is Aberdeen.
Ah, okay, sorry. The doctor's houses we're looking at.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're all, that's what I mean. I don't have, no one I associate with lives in this neighborhood.
Yeah, what's your rent like?
It's actually really good because I got in just before they sold the building. This former NHL player, Mark Vishu, he owned the building when I moved in.
Really? Is he from Hamilton or just a real estate guy?
He's from around here, but so he played for a couple of years, made a few $1 million, and then just decided to get into real estate. He had an injury, so he quit the NHL, bought a bunch of property.
What a smart...
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing now. He's hooked on painkillers or not, but how many hockey... I don't even follow sports, but there's a lot of people
that blow through their money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he seemed smart, and then he ended up selling the building. He told me that he wasn't going to sell it unless he got a good price for it, so I think he ended up getting over $3 million for it.
Good stuff.
But then the people that bought it since, Jack, the price is pretty much double from what I had, but because I already lived there, I got to keep it. So I'm...
Is it under $2,000?
Yeah, it's less than $1,000.
No!
A month.
Wow, do you hear that, folks? Canadian, less than $1,000 to get in a fist fight 3 times a month in the city of Hamilton. You can do that for measly 700 American.
Now, if I moved out, that same unit would be close to $2,000. So
Oh, they're killing babies at the church. What'd you do? Trip over your erection?
yeah.
Oh man, yeah, you had some. Remember the gangbang at Howard's house?
With the sword swallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole trip was just bizarre.
Are you saying?
I remember you came up to me. This girl was at some show we were at, and you're like, she can shoot darts out of her pussy. And I'm like, that's just something Rouse says. And
Everyone thinks I'm lying.
And then she comes back to Howard's place, and she has a kit
Yeah,
with
she
a little
pulls it
dart
out of her purse.
and she blows darts out of her pussy. She's popping balloons.
That dart is still in the blinds.
She was on her period, so there's like a pink mist at the end of the.
Yeah. Yeah, she had 6 miscarriages that week. So it would look like darts and cold cuts were on the floor.
That was crazy. And,
Yeah.
Howard doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's used to that stuff.
Oh, Howard is. He just doesn't look like a weirdo, but he is. Most definitely. I'll probably see him on Friday next week or something. But yeah, the clubs, you run a comedy club here, Levity Live. How original, by the way.
Levity Comedy Club and Lounge. I didn't find out about Levity Live until afterwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you got your ear to the tracks on what's happening in show business.
Well, I had heard of the improvs and all that stuff.
You're the Mr. Magoo of show business. You know who Mr. Magoo is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that blind old man who walks in front
But
of cars.
any of the clubs I've played in the States, none of them were Levity Lives. I'd never heard of that. And I was thinking of cool names.
Hey, listen, there's a comedy store in London. There's a comedy store in Australia.
There's a comic strip in Edmonton, a comic strip in New York that are not related. And
Yeah, what a weird, pick a name. Obviously you fumbled into it and whatever.
well,
look,
the thing is, I typed it in levitycomedyclub.com. It wasn't taken, so I was like,
hey, it looks good on letterhead. Right? Levity, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So you don't want JoJo's Chuckle Hut and,
I didn't want a tacky, the punchline or...
Yeah, no.
Levity seemed nice. It was loungy.
Sure. Yeah, there's no lounge. There's a litter box that people piss in the corner.
Yeah.
What kind of facelift? Because it was, like most comedy clubs, a former Yuck Yucks.
Yeah.
So it holds, what, 180?
It holds 180, yeah. But it was it was so bare bones when it was Yucks. So we put a lot of work into the aesthetics of it and made it seem like a cool hip.
Yeah, made it into a livable space.
Yeah.
You got a green room? Nope.
Yeah, no, we do.
Really?
It didn't have one before.
No, it didn't.
What is now the green room was just used for storage.
Yeah,
It's
I think I got a
tables and chairs and
blowjob
stuff
in there. Well,
Yeah.
you held my hand.
So now we have there's a
Didn't they
fridge.
put up a no blowjob sign?
I don't know, maybe.
Because I came and took all the finish off the...
Now there's a couch and a
I wish these
fridge
dogs
and all
would
that
break their leashes and attack you right in this crosswalk. Just start ragdolling you. And your glasses are on. And I'm just like, he's passed out. Yeah, that'd be terrible for you.
Yeah. But yeah, we put a lot of thought into the club and just making sure the comics come out of it having a really good time. And that's the biggest thing was the comics being treated a certain way, because I don't know how many clubs I've toured where it's just I don't know how many clubs I've played multiple times. I don't even know who the manager is because nobody talks to you.
No.
You just get seated at a table, you go on, and then they might hand you a check, and that's
but
it.
it's Canada. It's not viable enough to do the improv level of entertainment.
Yeah.
You've got $400 worth of sound and $100 worth of lighting.
Yeah.
Most clubs where their soundboard's $1 million.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because they want the comics to sound. They brought in specialists, the acoustics.
But even little things that just
I get
giving
it.
them a green room and making sure they get a
I
meal
get
or
it.
something, just make them feel
I
special.
talked to Eric Griffin's opening act.
Oh yeah, David Lucas.
David Lucas.
Yeah.
He's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you went to my hometown. He goes, what? And I go, Hamilton. He goes, dude. He goes, that place is fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I knew it. Consistent.
Yeah.
That's
Did he
what
like
I
the
call
club
it.
though?
No. No, I think
You treated him really well.
I think he said the shows were great, but the city was kind of funky. Yeah. Funny. How did fucking David Lucas do in The Hammer?
He did well. Though his first show, he had literally flown all day. Then he basically
he's a big boy.
He got there late because he came straight from the airport to the club, so he was exhausted. And then he had a few drinks beforehand and stuff, so that was a little rough for him. But the rest of the shows, I think we did 5 shows total. He was great.
Angela Zarukis and I got a botched flight, which meant we had to go from Toronto to Cape Town, South Africa, and immediately go from the airport, spend 30 minutes showering and changing, and being back in the shuttle to drive 20 minutes to the theater. Oh my God.
So make sure it's still going. Okay, it's still going.
So I was just looking at a fucking couple of dirt squirrels.
Fuck something.
I need to fuck.
It's always funny when you hear guys. There's this show on Netflix called I think it's called like Hot. I can't remember something. It's just hot people from Instagram that are
Oh, Hot Girls Wanted.
Or I don't know. They're like, but they're not allowed to fuck. So there's like one scene where all the guys are in the room and they haven't had any sex in like as long as they've been on the show. And then like one of the guys he's literally shaking. He's like, I need to fuck something.
Yeah, that's my guidance counselor.
When you hear a guy say, I need to fuck something, not someone.
A bullet hole, skin knee, like that guy across the street. He's like 6'6" and must smash that girl's pussy. He looks like Clark Kent. That guy's a giant Superman-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah, and she's a tiny little Asian girl. He must. My dogs. There's just a cafe for dogs. I think there's one here for cats, and then they have ones for their owners called Cafe for Retards. Who the fuck brings their asshole dog to the fucking cafe
that you're not allowed to eat at?
That I'm not allowed in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's nice though, Lock Street, right?
Yeah.
So what's happening? Oh, I got shows coming up. I'm in Burlington, Oshawa. I'm doing Kamloops Comedy Festival. I'm in Merritt, BC. I'm in Edmonton. I'm in Calgary on Halloween. I'm in Calgary doing a show on Halloween. October 1st, I might be at Levity. We'll see. Stay tuned for that. I got to talk to the manager. I don't know how I'm going to get a hold of him. But also Toronto, there'll be some more shows coming up. But yeah, next year, Norway, April, and Denmark in June. And if people want to come to Levity, how do they do that? What do you got coming up?
So go to levitycomedyclub.com. We got all the shows. Every Friday, Saturday. So we got like Sandra Battellini coming up. Casey Corbin.
Corbin.
Yeah.
Used to live with Boomer, a.k.a.
Really?
the Gaper. Oh, yeah. Ask him. Boomer used to body slam him so much that Casey used to walk around with his laptop under his arm so Boomer wouldn't attack him.
Yeah.
And there's the last thing you want is fucking that paralyzed hockey player from Sault Ste. Marie grabbing a hold of you with those arms and hands.
Yeah.
He will rip you in half. And
That's
rape the whole.
He's such a nice guy.
He has to be. He's a sociopath. Don't trust him. Everyone's like, your buddy's really cool. And I'm like, my buddy will brain you with a ball-peen hammer and hang your skin up in his basement. But he loves his job.
Yeah.
The Gaper. Boomer Phillips, everybody. And I'm here with Coppolino.
It's only been 10 years. You'll figure it out.
What's your Instagram handle?
At Coppolino. And if you want to follow the club, it's just at Levity Comedy Club.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on the show, Patrick. We're going to get some ice cream. And
Gelato place up here.
Oh, I know. You waved to the guy when we walked by. Yeah, it's Italian ice cream gelato.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of Italian. Look at this giant hooker over
I
here.
got my Roma Bakery mask on.
Yeah, I know. There's cocaine on the outside, not flour. So, and Spare Parts, the movie's coming out next Thursday, but you can't go because they're only letting 50 people in the theater, and which means only cast and crew. But it'll be in a film festival next year somewhere nice. Bye.
I don't care what society thinks. Good or nothing anyway.